Happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the Herbal Heathen YouTube channel. I am your very dishevelled, puffy-eyed, still down with the cold host. Sincere apologies about missing last week's video. I could barely walk the length of myself. Never mind walk and talk. So here I am, back, full-bodied, feeling like crap. But we can't stay sick forever, can we? Anyway, I've missed this. So let's bring you up to speed with what's been happening. Progress-wise, things are ticking along nicely. My moods are managing my moods very well. Stuff that would usually send me into a massive downward spiral, send me into my pity despair and just send me to bed. I'm starting to navigate a wee bit better, so that's nice. I actually made a pretty big mental breakthrough this weekend. Last week, where I kind of got in my head a wee bit. I've been really ill, like I said, and I just feel like I've not been able to be the dad that my son's needed me to be. Been quite, I don't know, like my patience just hasn't been where it should be and where he deserves it to be. I've still been there for him, but I don't know, I just feel like I could have been doing better. And then that's when the suicidal thoughts started creeping in again. And then it just hit me. Like, I'm not feeling suicidal because things are hard. I'm feeling suicidal because I'm not being able to be 100% for my family and my wee boy. And then that's when things start to get hard. But you know what? I could work with that. That was kind of like a very groundbreaking moment for me. So I think I'm going to get booked back in with my therapist at some point very soon and just table that idea, and then we can shoot some ideas and see what we come up with. But from a personal perspective, I feel like that's massive, like huge. And I'm wondering if this is all because my medication's coming down and my normal brainwaves and thought patterns are starting to return with the assistance of the prescribed medical cannabis. Which also brings up some other questions, like how much my condition has been worsened by these tablets. Like, I've been on these for over 10 years now, and these are like mind-altering chemicals. And like I've said in previous videos, like, yeah, sure, short term they're fine, but I mean, if you're just jamming these tablets in you and not doing the work in therapy, not doing the reflective work, what's the point? You're just chucking crap in your body for no reason. So this is where I'm starting to, I mean it is quite upsetting, but is there any point in dwelling on it? Probably no. Like, it's 10 years, it's done. I'm still alive, I'm still here. I've got my family, I've got my wee boy. I'm relatively healthy. So, who knows? Would I still been here if I never started taking them? I don't know. But we are here. So, I think that's the most important thing to remember. So that was just my massive psychological breakthrough this week. So, big win for that one, like. Also, like, I've always been a very, very spiritual person. Even for like a very young age, but I was sort of asking questions that my parents didn't know the answers to. Because, yeah, who knows? They're just not as spiritually inclined as me. But the one good thing for my old job is I started working with a woman called Claire. She's actually one of my very good friends still to this date. And she's a bit older than me, so she's been on the spiritual circuit for quite a while. And she's very knowledgeable. And she was actually able to point me in sort of the right direction to like hone in on these sort of spiritual perspectives. And yeah, try and understand them a wee bit better. So Claire, if you're listening, big shout out to you. Although you did keep me at that horrendous job a lot longer than I wanted to be. So, you. Just kidding, big love, Claire. So yeah, spirituality is crazy. I find a lot of peace in my spirituality. Just kind of accepting things for what they are and rolling with it. There's always a lesson in whatever's happening, whether it be absolutely horrendous, something really horrendous happening to you. There's always a lesson. Like, even it might not be apparent for a month, a year, maybe even years before the reason pops its head up, but there's a lesson in everything. And the point I'm trying to make of that is I feel like these tablets have dampened my natural spiritual abilities just to be present and focus on what's important and just to let the small shit go. Yeah, I feel like I've done a lot of tablet bashing this weekend, but it's kind of how I'm feeling with it all. I was quite open and honest in my first video and said that I had a horrendous gut feeling telling me not to take these tablets. And to this day, like, always trust your gut. We have these intuitive feelings for a reason, and as time goes on we're getting less and less in touch with them. But all our thoughts, all our feelings, all our emotions, they're there for a reason. They're important, they're essential, they're just part of our genetic makeup to keep us safe. So if you ever have a gut feeling, it's probably right, trust it, and don't doubt yourself. Been a bit of a crazy video this week. I feel like I've waffled a bit, but yeah, good stuff. Also, I spent about an hour crying last night, just off the back of me feeling like I'm not being the person my son needed to be. I just got myself in a hole, just thinking into the future about daft stuff when he's no longer a wee boy and will no longer need me. But I mean, it's all self-inflicted. But yeah, all part of the process, all part of the learning, and just need to be there for him, man. I'm sure. I think the thing that hurts most about being a parent is knowing that one day he's going to need me, and I am physically not going to be on this planet to guide him. And that touches and hurts the deepest part of my soul. And that's why I got myself in such a mess last night. And that's why I have nice puffy eyes. But hey, the emotions are coming back. Emotions are good. And just need to learn from it, grow from it, and become a better person. Anyway, thanks for watching. It means the world to me that you guys are taking time out of your day to watch my videos. Leave a wee like, leaving a wee comment. So yeah, in fact, leave me a wee comment today. Let me know where you are in your journey. If things are great, just tell me things are great. If you're having a wee bit of trouble, let me know. And if you find yourself needing a wee bit of support, just fire me a message. I'm always happy to chit chat. Alright. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Big love for me. Adios.